Tolkien is Real theory proposes that J.R.R. Tolkien's works of fantasy literature are actually based on true historical events and beings. Proponents argue that Tolkien's extensive linguistic and mythological knowledge allowed him to decipher and translate ancient texts describing real Middle-earth events. Some researchers claim to have identified geographical locations in Europe and the Middle East that correspond to places described in Tolkien's works. The theory suggests that races like elves, dwarves, and hobbits once coexisted with humans but have since gone into hiding or become extinct. Advocates point to unexplained archaeological findings and folklore from various cultures as evidence supporting the reality of Tolkien's world. Some believers argue that Tolkien's academic career was a cover for his work in translating and revealing these hidden histories. The theory incorporates ideas from alternative archaeology, proposing that certain ancient artifacts are actually of elven or dwarven origin. Proponents believe that studying Tolkien's works as historical documents could lead to discoveries about lost civilizations and technologies. Some researchers suggest that certain human bloodlines carry traces of Elvish or Númenórean ancestry, explaining exceptional longevity or abilities in some individuals. Advocates argue that the theory explains the deep resonance many people feel with Tolkien's world and characters. The theory proposes that magic, as described in Tolkien's works, was once a real force in the world, with remnants still accessible to certain individuals. Tomoki Uemiya is a Japanese individual who claims to receive messages from extraterrestrial beings, particularly from the Pleiades star cluster. Proponents argue that Uemiya's consistent and detailed communications since 1994 suggest a genuine connection with non-terrestrial intelligence. Some researchers believe Uemiya's messages contain advanced spiritual and technological information beyond current human understanding. The theory suggests that the Pleiades, a star cluster visible to the naked eye, hosts a highly evolved civilization interested in Earth's development. Advocates point to the coherence and depth of Uemiya's channeled information as evidence of its authenticity. Some believers argue that Uemiya's experiences align with other contactee accounts, indicating a broader pattern of extraterrestrial communication. The theory incorporates ideas from both ufology and spiritual traditions, proposing a cosmic interconnectedness. Proponents believe that studying Uemiya's messages could lead to advancements in human consciousness and technology. Some researchers suggest that Uemiya's ability to receive these messages indicates an innate human capacity for interstellar telepathy. Advocates argue that the spiritual and ethical content of the messages aligns with humanity's need for cosmic guidance. The theory proposes that Uemiya's contact experiences are part of a larger disclosure process preparing humanity for open extraterrestrial contact. Tor, or the Onion Router, is a network designed to enable anonymous communication and protect users' privacy by routing internet traffic through a series of volunteer-operated servers, nodes, that encrypt data multiple times. This multi-layered encryption is likened to the layers of an onion, hence the name. It is widely used by individuals seeking to protect their privacy, evade censorship, or browse the web anonymously. However, despite its reputation as a tool for anonymity and privacy, some claim that it is secretly owned and controlled by the government. Proponents of this theory point to the initial development by the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory as evidence of ongoing government involvement. They argue that the continued funding of the project by government agencies, including the U.S. State Department, suggests a vested interest in maintaining control over the network. Some believers claim that the government uses this system to monitor dissident activities and track illegal operations under the guise of providing anonymity. The theory gains traction from instances where law enforcement agencies have successfully de-anonymized users, leading some to speculate about backdoors or vulnerabilities known only to government entities. Supporters often cite the case of the Silk Road takedown, questioning how authorities managed to locate the site's servers if the network was truly secure and independent. The complex nature of its node structure is seen by some as an ideal cover for government surveillance, allowing for the insertion of compromised relays without arousing suspicion. The Toronto Protocol refers to a purported secret plan devised by global elites to manipulate and control society on a worldwide scale. This alleged scheme was said to have been formulated in 1967 in Toronto, Canada, by a group known as 666, comprised of leaders from major banks, energy companies, and agri-food conglomerates. The core objective of this plan was reportedly the creation of a world society of leisure designed to distract the masses from societal decay and consolidate power in the hands of a few. Proponents claim the protocol outlines strategies to promote activities like sex, drugs, sports, and travel as means of diverting attention from more pressing issues. The alleged agenda includes breaking down family structures, blurring class distinctions, and fostering dependency on centralized authority through infiltration of media, fashion, and cultural institutions. One controversial aspect of the purported plan involves the establishment of offices for the protection of children to limit parental rights and shape future generations according to the elite's vision. The protocol supposedly details methods for creating a new world order by eroding moral and religious values, promoting sexual freedom, encouraging divorce and abortion, and infiltrating feminist movements. Believers in the Toronto Protocol point to societal changes and global events as evidence of this plan being carried out over decades. The concept was introduced by Serge Monast, a Canadian investigative journalist also known for his work on Project Bluebeam, who died under what some consider suspicious circumstances before fully disseminating his findings. Critics argue that the lack of concrete evidence and the sweeping nature of the claims make the Toronto Protocol difficult to verify, while supporters see it as a revealing insight into the machinations of global power structures. Torsion fields are a theoretical concept related to quantum spin, proposing that objects can generate and be affected by a previously unknown form of energy. This theory suggests that by manipulating the spin of particles, it's possible to create effects that transcend conventional limitations of physics, such as drag and gravity. Proponents argue that torsion fields could explain various unexplained phenomena, including UFO propulsion systems capable of interstellar travel. Some researchers claim that torsion fields might be the underlying mechanism for psychic abilities like telepathy, providing a scientific basis for these controversial phenomena. The theory posits that torsion fields represent a fundamental force in the universe, as essential as electromagnetism or gravity, but operating on a quantum level. Advocates suggest that harnessing torsion fields could revolutionize technology, potentially leading to anti-gravity devices or instantaneous communication systems. Critics argue that there's no empirical evidence for torsion fields, but supporters maintain that conventional scientific instruments may be inadequate for detecting them. Some experiments claim to have demonstrated torsion field effects, though these results are disputed within the scientific community. Torsion field theory has gained traction in certain scientific circles, particularly in Russia, where significant research has been conducted on the subject. Believers in torsion fields see them as a potential unifying theory, bridging the gap between quantum mechanics and larger-scale physical phenomena.
Like this video and subscribe to Maker.
Toxoplasmosis is a parasitic infection that some researchers believe can influence human behavior and cultural trends on a large scale. The parasite Toxoplasma gondii is commonly found in cat feces and can infect humans through contact with contaminated soil or undercooked meat. Studies have shown that infected rodents lose their fear of cats, making them more likely to be eaten and allowing the parasite to complete its life cycle. Some scientists propose that toxoplasmosis may have similar effects on human behavior, potentially increasing risk-taking tendencies and altering personality traits. Research has suggested links between toxoplasmosis infection and increased rates of car accidents, entrepreneurship, and even certain cultural characteristics in different countries. Proponents of this theory point to correlations between national infection rates and traits like neuroticism, uncertainty avoidance, and masculine sex roles across different societies. The idea that a microscopic organism could be secretly shaping human culture and behavior has led some to speculate about its potential role in global events and societal trends. Critics argue that while the behavioral effects of toxoplasmosis are well documented in animals, the evidence for widespread human behavioral changes remains largely circumstantial. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. The left link takes you to more clips like this. The right link takes you to the full episodes these are from. Thanks for watching.